We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already, and we've got a good one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the San Francisco 49ers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Okay, ready? Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step, you go to them early and often. Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And cycle. Roger, 6.
Now back to throw. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Point after, right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 22. The drive starts with a carry by Sermon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Niners at 5-3 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Here we go, set. Ready.
From the gun, it's Lance. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Here's Lance to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And they'll try and run for the first with Sermon. Room here to run. Touchdown, 49ers. His 9th score on the ground this year and 13th overall. And the Niners are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 35. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll look to throw again. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On play action, Lance. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Oh, it's a wobbler here. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Now a play fake. Lance. That's complete to the tight end, Werner. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Off of play action, here's Lance. His throw incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
The Niners on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And Lance now to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Hey, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Open man for him. He's got him. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a 1st down. Jacobs going to try the middle, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defense in front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings. Now they'll get this to Mims on the jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And now the rookie's free. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's 2nd and 8. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Ready. Black Ultra.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
The man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with this. Is intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this one complete again to Mims. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And his kick is good. And that will tie things at 17 all. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Come on.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So they grabbed the lead just before half with a clock reading 0-0-0.
How about snatching things right at the end and grabbing a little bit of control? What a great way to go into the locker room. It's similar to a boxer flurrying in the last 30 seconds of a round and stealing the round. Great job.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Verrett, on the tackle. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. 97 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Ready. Hey, cross field.
Sermon is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Check back. Check you. Ready?
And they'll run with Sermon. And this time he is in. Trey Sermon with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free possession game.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Quickly into the hands of Mims. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Middle of the field to Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings!
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
That 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Shotgun now for Lance. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Standing just about on his own goal line. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Safety blitz, such a fun play call to witness when it works. And the deep man can get home for a sack. Great timing by him. Interception earlier in this contest. Now a sack. He's definitely campaigning for Player of the Week honors, isn't he, partner?
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Lance going to throw.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Lance, a give now to Sermon.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
74 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready.
On 2nd and goal. Lance under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Damone Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great play there with his his first career NFL touchdown. And the 49ers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. So a costly penalty yardage-wise, as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Josh Jacobs, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Lance. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Zadarius Smith able to get him down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. Got a man. That's Ayuk. And he won't get close. Only a yard. 4th and 3. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
Shot 17.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Stiff-armed him. 52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They go play action here on first down. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. On second down, here's Mitchell. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On third down, here's Mitchell. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Lance. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's 49er. As we get you reset, they've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Okay, ready?
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hey, close you.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
This is caught. Touchdown, 49ers. Danny Gray, 32 yards. And the Niners have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Lance. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Vikings are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
2nd and 4. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw now on 1st down. And this one is incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
In trouble, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. He showed off the athletic juke, but it didn't buy him a whole lot of real estate.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the 49ers, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they're going the wrong way, as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time.